Welcome back to Bob's Track Talk. It's almost Easter, and the chocolates came early for the Aussies and the Kiwis, both home and abroad. The Supercars visited the stunning setting of Taupō, deep in volcano territory, and it was a weekend for local boy Matt Payne, who secured the Jason Richards Memorial Trophy. In the first race on Saturday, there was all manner of biffing and barging, proving that the racing in 2025 is on point. Cooper Murray had more hits than Elvis just in that race, while there were a plethora of penalties handed out too. Payne held on to win. In Saturday's second, Murray was up more rivers, while Brodie Kostecki pushed a little too hard into pit lane. Kostecki and Chaz Mostert fought the big fights for the win, with Mostert prevailing after a damaged wheel slowed Kostecki. In Sunday's grand finale, the drone made a jump start, but ultimately didn't have the grunt to keep up with the pack. Anton made a good start, but forgot the first turn went left. Kai Allen turned around to see what the fuss was about. Ryan Wood gave Kostecki an elbow that would later attract a penalty, while Cam Hill seized the moment to race into the lead. Payne wasted little time in displacing Hill though, getting to the lead and never looking back. Macaulay Jones put a Wendy-sized Camaro in the sand, and then there was a 4 clash that included, you guessed it, Cooper Murray. But the sun was shining for Payne, who took the win, and weren't the locals happy. In Formula 1, it was Aussie Oscar Piastri who took his second win for the year, a stunning result for the Melbourne kids in the sands of Bahrain. The race was reasonably straightforward, with Oscar winning by a margin over George Russell. Championship leader Lando Norris had his share of challenges, including a jump start, but would ultimately finish third after a last pace on Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz seemed to be in the middle of all the big battles. First he came under fire from a dive-bombing Kimi Antonelli, and then a pair of huge moves from Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Sainz also had to deal with Yuki Tsunoda when the pair tried to wipe each other out. Somehow they escaped with no contact. Oscar now sits just 3 points off Norris in the title chase, and it's shaping up as a battle royale. Still in the desert, MotoGP raced under the lights of Losail. Marquez made the best of the starts before his brother Alex got a little too close at the first turn. More drama unfolded for Alex when he launched into the back of the man with MotoGP's longest surname, Fabio Di Gianantonio. Franco Morbidelli led the opening stanza before being swallowed up by the chasing pack, leaving Maverick Vinales in the lead, but that didn't stick because Marquez put him under the pump to race through to the lead and the win, putting him back on top in the class. In NASCAR, the good old boys pushed the limits on the steep banks of Bristol. It was a tame affair with Kyle Larson taking the win from Denny Hamlin. IndyCar took its title fight to Long Beach, and it was Kyle Kirkwood who went from pole to victory lane in a dominating display. Aussie Will Power was 5th, while Scott McLaughlin was 6th. And in the Supercross, the crews ventured to Philadelphia, and the 250cc heat crash took out our biggest shunt of the week prize. In the 450s final, everyone tried to get to the first turn first, causing a mess. Then the leader made this error, leaving Chase Sexton to enjoy a popular win. And that's all for this week. More motorsport madness up soon with the famous Easter long weekend 6-hour production car race at Mount Panorama. I'm Richard Crail, and you've just watched another episode of Bob's Track Talk.